Hello students, today in English subject, the very interesting chapter we are going to study. It is a story. Standard 4th English, lesson number 27, The Dreadful Gust. Let me read out the lesson one by one para and later I will explain it for you. Once upon a time, the king of Russia decided to hold a grand feast. He invited princes, rich merchants, brave warriors, and all the important people in his kingdom. On the night of the feast, the king and his guest sat together at a long table in the banquet hall. They talked and laughed, and everyone was happy. Students, here dreadful means causing fear or suffering. Here, the king of Russia decided to keep a grand party. In that party, he invited the princes, rich merchants, brave warriors, and all the important people in his kingdom. Then, on that night of that feast, what happened? The king and his guest, they were all sat together at a long table in the banquet hall. Banquet means a large formal meal for many people. Then they were all talked and laughed. They were very happy. Moving to the next para. Suddenly, a huge animal burst into the hall. Burst into means entered a place suddenly and noisily. It was a horrible looking dragon. Dragon means a large, fierce, imaginary animal, usually represented with wings, a long tail, and fire coming out of its mouth. It was as tall as a tree, as broad as a house, with teeth like spikes and claws like knives. See students here the description of that dragon, how it is. Spike means a narrow thin shape with a sharp point at one end. His skin was hard and scaly, and his eyes red. Scaly means having thin, hard parts that cover the skin. Red, hot flames shot forth from his mouth. Shot forth means came out quickly from his mouth. The red and hot flames are coming out, and black smoke from his nostrils. From his nose, what color of smoke is coming out? Black color smoke. Now, this dragon was also a very mean creature. He loved to be a spoil, sport, and a killjoy. Here, spoil sport means a person who stops other people from enjoying themselves. And the other word, killjoy, means a person who interferes in other people's fun. He walked straight to the head of the table and pushed himself between the king and the queen. Everyone stopped talking. Everyone was scared. Everyone was scared. They all saw this huge size of the dragon. Well, not everyone. The brave warrior Ivan was not afraid of dragons. What a rude, impolite creature you are, he said angrily. Impolite means rude. Yes, students, here the brave warrior Ivan was not afraid of this dragon. He said angrily, "What a rude, impolite creature you are." Next, page 63. Just then the servants brought in the food and set the platters on the table. Here, platters means large plates used for serving food. Yes, servants, they brought the food and they set on the table. But before they had a chance to serve the food to the king and the queen and the guest, the dragon began to gobble up everything. Gobble up means to eat food fast. Students, here the servants brought the food and set the plates on the table. Now they had to serve the food to the king and the queen. Before they started, what happened? This dragon began to eat the food fast. The king and the queen did not know what to do. Nobody could stop the dragon. But Ivan spoke up again. "Nobody has ever taught you any manners? I can see," he said. "I hope you choke on the food you are gobbling up so greedily." But again, Ivan the brave warrior spoke up and said, "I think nobody has not taught you any manners. I can see that looking at your manner." And again he said, "I hope you choke on the food you are gobbling up so greedily." Here we can see the brave words of the Ivan. Now this was more than the dragon could stand. He puffed out fire and sprang to his feet. "I dare you to come out and fight with me, Ivan," he roared. "Are you ready?" "Of course," said Ivan. Children, here dragon got angry and he roared and he was asking to Ivan, "Are you ready to fight with me?" Then what Ivan said? "Yes, of course." That means, yes, he is ready to fight with the dragon. "What have you done, Ivan?" said the king. "Let's put up with the dragon for some more time. You cannot fight a dragon. It will burn and kill you in no time." King said, "Ivan, don't fight with this dragon. It's a mean creature. Dreadful it is. Don't fight with that because it will puff out fire and it will burn and kill you in no time." But Ivan was not afraid. He knew that dragons were dreadful but not intelligent. He was sure he could find a way of killing the dragon. Yes, our brave warrior Ivan was not afraid of this dragon. He knew that it is dreadful but not intelligent. So he was sure that he could find a way of killing the dragon. Everyone walked out to the palace courtyard. The dragon and the brave warrior faced each other. Yes, everybody came out of that banquet hall. Now they all assembled in that courtyard and they both were faced each other. The dragon smiled a very mean and wicked smile. "Now, how shall I kill you, you silly fool?" he asked Ivan. "Shall I burn you to death? Shall I smother you with fumes? Or better still, shall I tear you up with my knife claws? Or shall I eat you up with my spike teeth?" Here dragon smiled. It was a wicked smile and he was asking to Ivan, "Shall I kill you, you silly fool? Should I burn you? Or should I bring fumes? Or should I tear you up with my knife claws? Or should I eat you up with my spiked teeth? In the meanwhile, however, the clever Ivan had thought of a way of tricking the wicked creature. Yes, our Ivan was so clever and he thought the tricky way to kill this dragon, the creature. He folded his arms on his chest and said in a clear voice, "Now look here, dragon. When you dared me to fight you, I agreed readily. I thought it would be a fight between just the two of us." Then he pointed behind the dragon. "Why have you brought a whole army to help you fight?" Here Ivan folded his arms on his chest and said in a clear voice, "Yes, we both are ready to fight that fight between the two of us." Then he pointed behind the dragon and he asked, "Then why have you brought a whole army to help you fight?" Here the dragon was in doubt. He not brought any army with him. Then who was behind of me? Obviously, the dragon will turn back. So we will see what will happen in the next paragraph. The dragon was as stupid as Ivan thought him to be. He turned his head to see what Ivan was pointing at. Quick as a flash of lightning, Ivan drew his sword and cut off the dragon's head. "There," he said, "we won't have to put up with this dreadful guest ever again." As Ivan was planned, and he knew that this dragon is not intelligent, so the dragon turned his head to see who was there, where the Ivan pointing at. Quickly, Ivan drew his sword and cut off the dragon's head. Here ends the dragon's story. That means dragon was killed by Ivan. Then Ivan said, "We won't have to put up with this dreadful gust ever again." Means we will not have the dreadful creatures troubling us anymore. I hope you all enjoyed the story. Thank you.